All right, and we are live. Hey, everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. I'm doing this scheduled live. This is a one that I'm going to schedule every week. I'm going to try to do this time slot. So again, I announced ahead of time for you guys. So hopefully it does like last week. We had a decent turnout. Last week, people put supers in to keep it going longer. So I kind of put that up. Burko says, hey, Jason, what's up, brother? What's going on, Burko? Just doing the scheduled live for the week. Like I said, I'm going to do one every week. I did one intermittent in between. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to try to do one on Wednesday nights at this time, kind of just shut everything down, turn off my doorbell just in case silly trolls try to pull that again, so that even if someone rings my doorbell, it'll be silent, resolve all these problems and come in and do a live for you guys. Horse lifts are doing good, getting stronger, getting more jacked, made adjustments in my diet. Like I said, this week I went back, I'm going to do... Went back to just 4-day conjugate for now. I feel like I need it for the recovery at this point. The 6-day training has just been a lot. It's a lot for my body, especially now that strength is going up and we're hitting pretty big lifts every week. Also, if you guys would hit that like button for me, come on, we got 15 people watching. We have 4 people commenting and no likes. So hit that like button for me. Give Daddy some likes. Come on now, hit that like button. I'm going to say it in my sexy voice so they go up, and then I will answer some of your questions. But first, we need to get some likes going. So there we go. Got a few likes. All right. Are you back on keto? No, I'm on high carbs. Scoliosis, you see my meals? I post my food and my grocery basket on Facebook and Instagram. If you check the links, you can see all my social media. You can see literally what I eat. You will see the actual food that goes into my mouth. Devin says, hey, coach, what's up, Devin? Got a little question. So do you think taking testosterone at 16? No, you shouldn't be taking testosterone at 16. Right? What is your best camber bar? Good morning. What was your squat at the time? 555 on the cambered bar, and I hit a 605 camber bar squat that same month on camera. Granted, I was 25 pounds heavier than I am now and a few years younger. Do you have any belt recommendations, both brands and dimensions? I like the 13 millimeter. I don't even know what you mean by 3 or 4 inch. Get the full thickness powerlifting belts. I don't know why you're even looking at anything else. I do Enzer Forever. I have 2 Enzer Forever belts at 13 millimeters. What are your main carb sources? Brown rice, primary, some fruit, sweet potatoes, oats. I'm eventually going to switch over to like basmati and white potatoes coming up once I get used to this again. I'm enjoying the satiety of the brown rice for now. During a meet, which one of your lifts usually takes the biggest hit? I don't know. Probably squat. But not necessarily. My last meet, I pretty much hit literally none of my lifts took a hit last meet at all because I didn't do a big water cut. I missed the 619 deadlift, but I wasn't pulling 619 walking into the meet, so I couldn't walk it. But I hit a really stupidly fast 575 that looked like a warm up. Do you program behind the neck press for your clients? Very rarely, only if they already do it and they enjoy it. What's your opinion on nutrient and people jumping on MK67 Rad 140? Nonsense. Why are you messing with this stuff? If you're going to use gear. All these SARMs, all these silly things are complete BS. Just stop. Why did you stop bodybuilding? What do you mean? I don't understand your question. Please ask it a different way. You should eat dinner for that. How about not scoliosis? For $500, I will. All right, I hope I quit. Hopefully won't need a TRT therapy. Jason Walters, oh God, I'm going so hard to this right now. Okay, that's kind of weird. All right. Coach, people are saying you're using armbands to make yourself look more vascular. Do you see any armbands? I'm sitting in these for an hour. Notice I get more vascular as I go, as I sit here and move around and my arms move during it. So that pretty much sums it up, doesn't it? Jason, why don't you advertise? Because I'm not interested in advertising it right now. You've got a link up there. Jason, I've been watching your workouts and looking at pictures of you for the last few hours. Okay, this live is taking things. Is rice dangerous? No. How many hours between your last meal and when you go to sleep? Depends on when I go to sleep. I usually cut my food off around 6 p.m. So I usually do about a 6-hour feed window. Jardy says that's just primo. What? You guys implying that coach is on that there primo? Do you think gear is a lifetime commitment to just one cycle, bro? Is stupid? Yes. I agree with that statement. It's a lifetime commitment. There is no one cycle. Also, guys, get those likes up for Daddy. We have 41 people. We have 10 people commenting and only 4 likes. Hit that like button for Daddy. Come on now. Get those likes up. It'll get more people into the live. It's what gets it into the algorithm. And those of you who watch this later, please comment and like down underneath it. You used to be way more vascular. I'm super vascular in the evening. Sometimes it depends on what I ate in the day. It's like this is actually low today. Other days it is ridiculous. So it varies from day to day. It'll probably be really high tomorrow because I'm going to train arms tomorrow. So I'll have really good vascularity the rest of the day. Today was an off day from training. Hey, Jason, how's it been many years since you've eaten any fast food? How do you define fast food? I've had Chick-fil-A a couple years ago several times. I haven't had any for a year, though. Is there any exercise that effectively training your obliques because my legs are completely destroyed? Need some muscle tissue. You could do planks, side raises, whatever. Why is it not just, hey, Mo, that's way too much to cover in a live, but because it's not how it works. 1, you won't do a cycle and come off. You're going to never want to come off again. 2, you're going to have the potential to crash your levels. Nobody ever does that. Everyone says they're going to do it, including Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler, and all those guys said they were just going to do one cycle. It's a BS line every juice head says before they start. Nobody ever does it. All right. We just get rid of nonsense. No, I'm not going to do any of the vest walking right now. I need to focus on recovery from my training. So if I'm doing weight vest walks, that's potentially interfering with the recovery. So I need to focus on just going really, really, really hard on 4 days of training every week. No, Alan, I do walk a little bit, but I'm not doing the weighted walks. I take walks just for the fresh air and for the movement and for the steps. What percentage of people who take gear become bald? I have no idea. Probably the same people who will become bald without gear. It just speeds up the process. Any idea why getting a great receipt? Let's see. It's the same guy. Jason, you mentioned you lost a lot of weight in your 20s just by running a lot every day. How would you go about it today? Just calorie deficit. I mean, the amount of weight I lost and the time I lost it required that much activity. I didn't just lose like 30 pounds in a year. I lost over 100 pounds in a year. Hey, Jardeep, I didn't say that cardio kills gains now. I said that I am pushing the absolute limits of my training recovery. Therein lay the issue. Is it safe to go with canned tuna shakes instead of, that's nasty. Oh my God, this is so amazing. Gooning to the max okay. Is grapeseed oil healthy? You shouldn't be consuming oils at all. I don't advocate people generally adding any extra fats to their diet. I don't care if it's oils, butter, beef tallow, all that stuff. None of that is a good idea. Empty fat calories making your food hyperpalatable is not good. No, I don't recommend volumes and intensities based on ethnicity, other than I have found a trend, and this was based on a study a friend of mine sent me from a university who is herself South Asian, that there's some data that South Asian men benefit from a little more volume, at least potentially. So I have found there's some degree of truth, right? Jason, one of your fans is trying to build back a 315 bench with sets of 5 when he eventually plateau with only 5s. I wouldn't recommend that, actually. How much your YouTube shorts pay? I'm not going to go into all the details. Also, all you guys who are asking specifically how much money I make on different things, I'm not going to give you that. Does flaring arms during a bicep curl increase bicep activation? It doesn't affect it one way or another. I have no choice, Sam. My lats literally get in the way. So, do you estimate your macro percentage right now? I don't track that exactly. Ballpark. I mean, all right, hold on. I have to get a calculator out because I don't actually care. I know how much protein I eat. So around 23% protein, the rest carbs. Fat maybe 3% at the moment. Raw milk mixed with canned tuna is a game changer. Why would you drink raw milk? That's nasty. Jason, what are your thoughts on nicotine? I don't think it's a beneficial drug for you to consume. What are you sipping on tonight? Potassium water. Do you think prolonged fasting in the 20% body fat range could be useful? Obviously, if you're trying to, no, because if you're trying to preserve lean tissue, a 24-hour fast is problematic. No fat is not needed for hormones. All right, Cornelius, let me rephrase that. Yes, but you have no trouble making the fat that you need to make hormones. Is it true that women, particularly women who lift, can really care about the lower body and glutes on a man? Yes. Hey, Nipple, and I didn't ask you for your opinion on my training, but that's okay. Thoughts on Duffalo bar deadlift? I would never try to deadlift with a Duffalo bar. I can't see that being particularly good. Joe, anyone who's attracted to men likes muscular male lower bodies. That's true. Now that you're back in the 220 weight class, you're interested in breaking Texas, maybe? How come all the top strict curls keep their elbows tucked when performing the strict curl? Hey, Sam, what does that have to do with the movement I do? So look at the biomechanics. It is literally irrelevant to what we are talking about. The strict curl is an out front in front of the body where your lats don't get in the way, and it's a half rep. So why are we comparing this with curls being done for the purpose of building the biceps? It's completely irrelevant to the topic. Is strength way up for you with high carbs, low fat currently? The vlogs have been legit. Yeah, I mean, all my supplemental lists have been going up. I squat, deadlift, RDL, but glutes like. Hey, Mo, I'm not even going to say that. Yeah, you sound weird, dude, even saying that term in my chats. Josh, what's up, Josh? That's Tips. What is your last name? Tippies. I got 325 pause on the Buffalo bar on Monday. Nice. Yeah, that's a harder lift with the Buffalo bar. Even though you're back on carbs now, do you think those things that carbs and fat can be based on individual preferences as protein aside? Yeah, to a large extent. Is Diet Coke healthy, Coach? Yes. Hey, Saw. because it is not the technique being used in the strict curl event is not the most effective way to stimulate your biceps. You're talking about training versus what they do in competition. I don't think you know anything about lifting. All right. Jason, do you think all meat should go to the stiff bar instead of a deadlift bar? That's interesting. I wouldn't oppose that. All right, Scott, curls are the king of biceps. I don't know about that either. All right. If you guys would toss me some more likes in here, though, get those likes up for Daddy. Let's get this flowing. For hypertrophy, should the mentality make each rep count, or I need to beat? How about both? You're not always going to beat your previous session. It's not how it works. If we could always beat our last session, we would all be benching 600 pounds for sets of 15. Like if we could always beat our last session, every one of us right now, after 5 years of training, would be stronger on all the basic lifts than the world record holders and all the power lifts, all the Olympic lifts, even the strict curl. Every single one of us would be way stronger than those weaklings within 5 to 8 years. Dudes bench at 800 pounds. That wouldn't be anything if you could get stronger every single workout. We'd all be benching 1,500. Hey, Nipple, but you saw me when I was doing all close grip before. You saw me do 365 flat back for a 2-second pause on my chest, right? So do you not believe I'll be able to get back to that and pass it? Okay. No, you shouldn't be drinking regular soda at all, Edu. You shouldn't be consuming refined sugars. Do you think you do reasonably well in strongman? And I have poor balance. Josh T says, I don't even feel my biceps on strict curls. I like preacher curls better. All right. Hey, Cornelius, how about you feel her out better before you ask her out? She seems to make excuses to talk to you, then I guess you could. If she's already coming over talking to you and you're attracted to her, then go for it. All right. Steve says, Jason, I really enjoyed the current events discussion you did on Greg Doucette recently. It's great how you were able to talk objectively about this whole don't bulk and six-pack thing, no drama. And that's the point, you know. That's very much the point. Like, we can have these conversations without drama, right? We can have these conversations without drama. Can I replace my son's water? Cornelius, why? Caravo says, I prefer Pellegrino water. Cornelius, you just strike me as a troll. Can I replace my son's water with diet soda? Get out of here. All right. Does strength always equal size? Strength will always increase your strength ceiling, or size will always increase your strength ceiling for you as an individual. Frankly, I think there is a lower ceiling for closer grip bench press. Yes, Med-X exists, but he grips wider than you, so you're more muscular. Let's see. Yeah, curve your goof. Right. I know the Pellegrino water situation, though. Maddox is a monster, absolutely. I miss these lives. We need more Blaha. Well, I'm back. I'm doing one. I'm doing them at the same time every week. I'm doing one for you guys. So you will have a whole hour or so to check in every time. Oh, you guys arguing with each other now. Jason, you seem to be a lot calmer. Yeah, because I'm not doing as many of these lives, and I've gotten rid of all the trolls, so that makes it just chill. I've noticed that if I just ban all the trolls, problem goes away. Right? Are you still hoping to grow your channel? Yeah, of course. Of course. It just takes time. Just got to keep putting out content, keep doing my thing, get stronger. It's all good. Whoever believes in Ashton Hall's morning routine, I don't even know who Ashton Hall is personally. Yeah, Kyle, we just get rid of all the trolls. All the trolls, all the stalkers, just get rid of them. It makes life so much better. You see how much more pleasant it is? All right. Self-improvement dating coaches are grifters. They absolutely are. Okay. Jason, your live reaction to his normal routine would be hilarious. I recently read a post by Paul Carter, and he does especially in a building phase to go with 0 to 1 gram of protein per pound, fats as low as possible, rest carbs. That's honestly perfectly reasonable, to be fair. Like, I don't think Paul's recommendations are out of line there. Jason, have you been doing the cardio before training still? No, I never do cardio before training. I don't do any rotator cuff work. Good day, coach. Hello, Radford. Do you ever follow Izzy? I'm friends with Izzy. We talk. I have conversations with Izzy every now and then. Known him for quite a few years. He's a good guy. How are you doing, Lacey? Have you ever consider adding an arm day again? Sure, eventually. But right now, I'm just going to add all my arm work to my upper days. Right? So what are we talking about? You guys are, he added bodybuilding. No, I didn't know Izzy did that. Matt says, missed the first bit chat. Are you not doing the back and bicep day now? No, I'm just going to work them into my other days. So like I said in the vlogs, I feel like I made the best progress in strength on 4 days a week. I'm going to just push my 4 days really hard. I feel like my body needs the days off from training, right? I feel like it needs it personally. Oh, Lacey, there's no topic. I'm just doing a scheduled live for the fans at this time every night. Or not every night, but on Wednesday nights. I announced it ahead of time so that you guys know this time slot I'm going to try to do one every single week and just chat with the people. We don't need a topic. I think you should push for 135 for 10 on the barbell curl. Well, how about I get to 135 for 1 before we get there for 10? What's your thoughts on the max bench life guy calling it? I don't know who that is, Josh, and I don't care. Why is a guy eating fast food calling me out? Somebody who's promoting a trash dumpster lifestyle has no place to call me out. I don't even know who he is, and I don't care. How would you instruct someone to grip the bar on deadlifts to ensure they got grip too deep into the hand or flexing the wrist? You just simply get your hand all the way around it. Just squeeze it as hard as possible. The bar will find its own position. You squeeze it as hard as you possibly can. That's everything that you need to know for your deadlift. it will fall into place. Mo, I'm just on test right now. Kyle, I had a cheat meal on Christmas. What's this weirdness? Why don't I eat butter? Because butter is horrific for you. There's plenty of research to confirm this, and it's a garbage refined food. That's like asking me, why don't you eat whatever junk food? The optimal science guy, sorry, I got disappeared. The optimal science guy recommends straps on all back movements to improve motor unit recruitment. That's not based upon the research, and he sounds like a dumbass who clearly hasn't looked at the research specifically on straps and back activation or back hypertrophy in drug-free lifters. You can't apply that to anyone other than high-dose steroid users. So he clearly is not looking at the research. So how's he the optimal science guy? You got any tips for really busy guys? Yes, I have coaching for those people. I have coaching slots open. Hit a brother up. Coach, a lot of people recommend dead stops on every rep. I don't think it's necessary on every rep on most lifts. On a deadlift, obviously. What do you think about Paul Carter saying 4 to 8 reps is best? I made a whole video on that I put up last week. No, I don't agree with that at all. I think there's plenty of merit in 10s, 12s, 20s, all those things. I understand where he's coming from, but I've also countered that entire point that's out there on social media. I made a whole detailed video that should be in the playlist. Yeah, it should be within the last week. Of basically a lot of influencers saying there's no benefit to going over 8 reps. Could using just raw reps for bench still be considered raw? Yes. Have you ever encountered problems stabilizing dumbbells on heavy presses? My hands, wrists are small. Yeah, they can be. And if they're too much of an issue, then just don't do dumbbells. It's pretty straightforward. Go to a barbell. But I mean, they can be, but you just got to learn how to stabilize them also. Also, you shouldn't be going super heavy on dumbbells. They're a finesse movement. If the weight's too heavy for you to stabilize correctly, it's probably too heavy for you to lift. Right? Yes, that's an air conditioning unit. You do. We have those in America. It's a thing here. And it's not on the window, it's outside. And also, why are you asking me questions about my home knowing I ban all stalkers? I get that. Some guy in my gym pressed 50 to 60 kilogram dumbbells. I got no idea how they stabilize it. It's strong grip. I've been working up to 20 to 30 for isolation movement. Seems pretty good so far. Yeah, I mean, Lacey, I understand what Paul is trying to say. I don't agree with it. I think 20 rep sets can be perfectly fine for smaller movements. I think for some restoration stuff, you can go even higher. I wouldn't necessarily do it on dumbbells or something, but band exercises, reverse hypers, I think 30 or more can be totally beneficial. And I see no issue with it. And I see no issue with multiple rep ranges. Hey, Mo, you literally see the reverse hyper in all my workout videos every day. Right? 20s on squats are good. Just, yeah, they're going to fatigue you too much. It's too much systemic fatigue, too much cardiovascular stuff. That's some bodybuilder volume. Nice. Do you still believe in hand cleans? I need you to explain what you mean by do I believe in hand cleans? What does that mean? Like, you asking me, do I believe they exist? Are they a thing? You got to be very specific. Isn't avocados full of fat? Yeah, it is. I'm not eating them at the moment. Just wanted to say, Jason, I started lifting on your ice cream fitness program. Appreciate the help. Now 3 to 4 years into lifting. Jason says, get those likes up, y'all. Absolutely. Get those likes up. All right. 5x5 or 3x5 for beginners. Depends on what you're doing with programming and volume. I have a program of each type for beginners, and I break down in the programs who they're for and why. Depends on what your recovery looks like. What your lifestyle looks like would be big factors. Can you handle 5x5s or not and recover from it? Lacey says she's been doing swimming with my running for cardio. My back gets pumped. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's because they're hitting the dislike. That's what happened, Jason. It's trolls. It is what it is. All right. Well, this died down. Jason, I think some comments got through the filter. Maybe scroll up and delete them. I don't see them. They're not coming through on mine. What's your thoughts on nutritional yeast? I think there's no point in it whatsoever at all. Well, I got rid of the trolls. We get rid of the main people. Oh, yeah, that guy. I see what you mean. Do you think that maintaining weight plus lifting will lead to spinning wheels for higher body fat individuals? No, absolutely. If you're higher body fat, then you don't need to bulk at all. You should be able to recomp just fine at the same rate a thinner person would bulk at maintenance. If a beginner is skinny but has no abs, it means he just doesn't have abs. He needs to recomp, gain some lean muscle. Max Ucita didn't post in 3 weeks. Looks like he stopped lifting since his injury. It might be the case, man. These kids they jump out of the game. They do a bunch of gear, they do their thing, and then they quit when they get hurt. You ever use BPC 157 for injuries? No, I haven't. What do you think of doing metabolic conditioning for abdominal work? I don't know that it's that great because you're not getting that much conditioning from abdominal work itself. Do you do or program hang cleans? I have some hang cleans in for one of my clients at the moment. I don't personally do any right now. I have a novice lifter is unable to do 105 squat or 3 or 5. Do they add calories or just push? I don't know. Do they need to gain weight? Are they underweight? How many years do you give the trench runs? I don't know anything about them to give you an answer. Do you do intermittent fasting? Yes. I don't eat usually till around noon. Most days. Some days I'll eat at 11, but usually noon or later. Well, Lacey, he was asking about a specific. Right? He was asking about hang clean specifically. I don't know. I tend to prescribe a snatch grip high pull instead of a hang clean for most people if they need something of that nature. Just less skill involvement required. Do you like power shrugs? No, I like stricter shrugs, honestly. If gear never existed, would most of the fake natties and fitness influencers be doing this? Absolutely. I mean, our perception of what a lifter looks like would be dramatically different. I mean, everything is different when you're older, Alan. Everything is different. Okay. Also, is 3 by 12 chin-ups a good goal before adding weight? I mean, if you can do 10s, you're probably good, but 12 works too. I always wonder if Alex is natty. You shouldn't. If you think there's any chance he's natty, I don't know what to tell you. You don't know anything about lifting. Coach, I've been doing Kelso strokes and have been loving them. They seem like a good exercise. I don't think they have any advantage over a normal shrug. They're probably about the same, but they're a good exercise. Shrugs the way John Meadows used to do them is perfectly good. Never got much out of a regular. I don't know how he used to do them. No chance Alex is natty. I've been doing barbell shrugs for years, so I thought I'd switch it up. I feel barbell shrug is just fine. Right? I mean, everyone knows when Alex went on gear. It was really obvious what year he started blasting, and it wasn't recent. I'll give you a hint. It's when he finally got past the 315 bench he had been stuck at for a long time. Have you ever encountered with Rich Piano? No. He says, we at the buffet now. Are you? Yeah, this is slower than it was last week. Oh, well, that's what it is. A lifter is, hey, right, yeah, you need a lean bolt. No, I think Alex got 315 natural, actually, but he was stuck there for a long time, and then it blew up, and his face boofed up. All that's there, Debo. Thoughts on raw? I don't eat fish. Fish is nasty. All right. Was he still not even his bench around 275? Yeah. How much weight gain a month? Like a pound is fine. Also, could ACH make a low jaw grow? In theory, but you need a lot. Like, I'm going to be honest. If you're using enough growth hormone to see bone growth, you're going to have a lot of other side effects for a year before that. Like the ACH doses it can do that are relatively unpleasant. All right. Some guys in my gym still claim natty for a 440 bench. What gym is that? Hey, right. I'm not going to write you programming out in the middle of a live stream, dude. I have 3 programs. You can go run them. I have all the progression rates in there. And if you need more, I have coaching slots open. I haven't been putting any content up actually on the OnlyFans. Not that it wasn't making money and I don't want to go into it. I just wasn't finding it particularly enjoyable. No, right. I feel like you make a lot of different accounts to ask me the same questions. I'm probably going to get rid of you in a minute. Is 440 possible natural? There might be some people where it's possible, but how sort of body weight? That's kind of the question. I mean, so Lacey, asking a question like that, I mean, Julius Maddox benched over 400 his first time benching. He'd never even lifted weights before. So are we talking about a 400-pound person? Like if you weigh 400, 450, and you've been doing some push-ups, you know, you're going to have a shockingly good bench press the first time you bench. So this is the problem. But those guys aren't 400 pounds. So that's why I mean, so when you say that, like, what are we talking about? Tips for chicks gym attire. I don't have tips for chicks gym attire. It's not my area of expertise. How much of a calorie surplus daily have you been shooting for? I haven't gained any weight in the last month, and I'm not in a surplus. I added carbs and salt and gained half a pound. instead of low carbs. I didn't up my calories. So pretty straightforward. No, David Lade's not natty. None of your influencers you guys follow are natty. Right? Why do you guys even have? That's why I don't even want to do the natty or nots. Let's just call it now. Every influencer you follow in fitness is on something. Done. I don't know who Jack's Fitness is. He ran the novice program. Yeah, David Lade got his start on my Ice Cream Fitness 5x5. He built his base on it over a decade ago. Yeah, I don't think the 500 circle, I think that's too much. You're just going to gain fat. Just gain weight very slowly, guys. What do you think of the Pioneer? Never heard of him. Kennebach may be natty these days. He definitely looks downsized, but it could be due to injuries. Who knows? You look huge today, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Joe Fraser. I don't know what Joe's doing these days. He was natty when I coached him, but that was 5 years ago. You know, I have no idea. I don't know what he looks like or what he's doing these days. But I mean, he's a fitness influencer, so can't we just go with the default? No reason to be natty. Why would he be? Could I slow bulk forever? Possibly. I mean, hypothetically. Thoughts on LaCroix soda? I don't have thoughts on it. I think Buddy usually has that look. Yeah. But not everyone who uses it has the look at all. Coach increased calorie intake from a slight cut and gained 2 pounds last month instead of 1. Keep cows the same and drop them a little. I drop them a little. You know, scale them back a hair. Jason, you in the market for a high gain amplifier? I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it, whether I want to do like a Fender or a Marshall tube later on. Hey, Mo, I don't answer questions of that nature. Have you heard all this crazy recent? What do you mean? I don't even know. Could you be specific? What are you talking about? Tremboloni, not much, just chill chat. Hey, Morgan, so you need to be, you don't know what I'm talking about? I have no idea. Oh, why would that affect anything? Prices haven't changed on anything. The economy hasn't changed. My income hasn't changed. My groceries cost the same. My gas costs the same. So what are you guys talking about? Marco, if I do a heavy single squats and back off squats, triples with relatively low rep for technique work and rest on hypertrophy on other leg exercises, will that be all I need for strong squats? Yeah, I think so. I think so. How do I recruit more athletes? I don't know. I can't help you with that one. Sorry. Get out and advertise, show what you're doing, show what your current lifters are doing, show what your coaching does. Is 200K a year good? Yeah, it's pretty dang good. I mean, you could look up the percentages on where that puts you in terms of the population. What do you think Westside is like now that Louis passed? I don't know. I haven't heard any inside info at all. I don't currently know anybody who trains there right now. Hey, Morgan, what sort of channel do you think that I run? Did you not see the title of my channel? Morgan, could you type out the name of my channel? I believe it's called Jason Blaha Strength and Fitness. It's not Jason Blaha's economics and investments. Like, I don't know, are you illiterate? Can you not read? I mean, you're typing, so I'm going to assume that you have the capacity to read. You typed a word like equities. So I'm going to assume you're semi-educated and literate in the English language. So what's the name of my channel? Okay. It's a huge topic right now. Like, I literally don't even know that that's a topic right now. How many workouts a week and how much time do you think one needs to get jacked? 3 to 4. All right. I think equities are happening, right? Hey, right, why don't you follow a proven program and lean bulk up like we already talked about? I have free programs for novices on my channel. I got a whole playlist built around it. I got a client asking me for his sheet. He didn't send me his ending stuff. What's up with that? All right. Yeah, there's 38 people in here. You guys are talking about economics instead of lifting. I'm kind of tired. I think I'm going to wind this down. This wasn't as lively as last week. Right? So I hope it's been informative. I love all you guys and gals, and I will talk to you next time.